Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I want to talk to you about something important today. I'm standing here in front of a brand new apartment, bloody nice units here in my community. I will give you guys some prices in another video, but yeah, it's not finished yet, but you have your own yard and all that kind of stuff. It's really nice. But I want to talk to you guys about something serious. The reason I stand here is because it's bloody raining. You can still see there's some rain droplets on my hoodie, and I'm walking the dog, my dog. Anyway, so yeah, I want to explain to you guys my China, because let me start off by telling you guys that it's super exhausting as a foreigner living inside China, and try to bring balance to all this negative news and attacks on China, and I do this because my kids were born here and I really like living here. It's really just that simple, and I really fell in love with the people here in China. My life is really nice. I sorted out my life here in China. So it's really exhausting, people attacking me on my channel constantly, and all this nonsense. It is really exhausting. So I just want to explain to you my China. My China is maybe different than other people. You must remember, everyone's got a different opinion or a different mentality. I've been through a lot in my life. For example, I lost my parents when I was very young. I saw my mother died in a car crash, which I was in. She literally died on my lap. I saw her die, literally. My father died like 2 months before that because of cancer in his throat. And my grandfather committed suicide like 2 months after that because of all this tragedy that we had that year. So I lost a lot of people in that time. Anyway, long story short, I had a tough time back in my childhood and young life. So everyone experiences life differently. I'm a guy that likes to stay positive, doesn't matter what happens, and I tend to enjoy living in areas where people don't want to live in. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just my personality, I guess. That's just who I am. I can accept my surroundings and interact and settle in my surroundings, like I think better than some other people can do that. That's what I really believe. Anyway, I moved to China. I really fell in love with this country. Like I say, I have 2 kids here. I've got a wife here. I really started my life here, and it's going good for me. You know what I mean? I'm happy. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going to criticize China here for the first time. Let me just get out of the rain. I thought it stopped, but it didn't. This is why I will criticize China for the first time on this channel. You guys say I don't criticize China, but here it goes. I'm trying to be honest with you guys. There are issues in Shanghai right now, big issues. And we see videos, horrible videos, and people speak out, and people are really suffering and annoyed with these lockdowns. But you see, my mindset is, I kind of understand why China does this. This zero policy that they are running right now, I understand what they are trying to do. I try to look at the bright side of it all, but we can't not notice that some people are suffering and some people don't like it. Even some Chinese people, a lot of expats, foreigners living in Shanghai, they don't like this. And I think they could have done it a little bit differently. In Shanghai, we've been through this pandemic for 2 years already, so I think they could have prepared better. But again, you can't really you know what I mean? I think they could have been on prep, like you could have prepared better, like for if it happens again in the future. But like I say, you never know when this thing hits you, so I kind of understand that as well. But yeah, there are issues in Shanghai. People don't like it, and my heart goes out to those people. But you see, now I get more hate on my Twitter account, on my YouTube account, about this whole thing in Shanghai. I don't even live in Shanghai. I live in Qingdao. I'm going to move here anyway. We're moving to a new city. That's a surprise. Very cool. But anyway, but I get hate for this. And people want to know what I think about this whole thing. Did it stop rain now? We can walk a little bit. Like I say, I think the government in Shanghai could have done things a little bit differently. And people don't like it. And I really hope this thing can just blow over. The whole zero COVID policy thing, I kind of understand why China is doing it. It's very ambitious, and they basically pull it off, but obviously in Shanghai it didn't work well, and other places, I think Beijing as well. You guys can correct me in the comment section if there's more cities apart from Jilin and all these places that's been hit hard. But this is difficult, man. This is a difficult situation. But I want you guys to think about this. You must also remember that we are talking about a city with 25 million people in Shanghai. To manage that amount of people is not an easy task. You must seriously take that in consideration as well. It's not an easy task. So there's going to be mistakes. There's going to be trial and error. And, I'm sure this thing will be fixed. I'm 100% convinced that it will be fixed in Shanghai. I see a lot of people, expats, foreigners, that want to leave Shanghai after this lockdowns are finished. I kind of understand them. And the scary thing is I even get hate from foreigners living in China because they say I'm too positive on my YouTube channel. I always praise China, but look what's happening in Shanghai. What can I say? I'm being honest with you guys. I feel they could have done it differently. At least lower the restrictions on lockdown, or could have prepared better. Whatever. They could have been a better solution to this thing. But China's got a plan, and I'm sure they're going to fix this. Again, I want to stay positive. I'm sure they're going to fix this, and they're going to fix it good. The expats that want to leave China now because of this, I kind of understand them as well. I do. I get them. You must understand, China is not the country that you grow up in, like the West. It's completely different than the West, my friends. That is why I started this video by explaining to you guys that my mentality is a little bit different. Listen, you can like China, but there really comes a time in your life where you feel you need to move on. You are getting too tired. You understand? But for me, I like this. I like to be part of this new change and jump through the hoops. It helps me become a better person and become stronger. But I do get why people get annoyed, and foreigners especially, and why they want to leave and all this kind of stuff. I get it, and why they send hate towards me. I seriously do get it. I guess what it all boils down to, what I'm trying to say is, I am a different person. I accepted my parents' death. My mother died on my lap, and literally because I went into a coma from that accident, and I was in hospital for a long time. But after I recovered, I went back to my school, and I literally went into a hostel and continued my school, and I finished my grade that year. I was 14 years old. I finished that year, and I passed that year. With my amount of time in hospital and all the trauma I had, I literally lived in a hostel room where I could see my old house, and I was I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but it's a weird feeling knowing that every morning I woke up in that house, walked to the school. Now I live in the school hostel, like boarding school, and it was a big change in my life. But I stayed in that school, and I finished that year before I moved on to the big city called Johannesburg. Again, the point I'm trying to make here is I always try to keep my mind positive, and that's what I'm doing here as well. So a lot of people misunderstand me. You know, they say I lie about China because look at Shanghai, and you know, you never criticized things happening in China. Well, there you go. I do criticize it. I think they could have done it better. And I feel for these people, and I understand why some expats want to leave. I do get it. It's not my fault. And it's not my fault for being positive and trying to keep myself positive, because if we're not going to keep positive, your life is going to fall apart, my friends, especially in the times we are living in right now. You know, then people say I support Russia on my second channel. I've got a second channel where I do like politics, like a talk show. I'm trying to do like a podcasting. I'm no expert, I'm no analyst, but people hate me. They say I'm a pro-Russian shill. Now I'm not only a China shill, I'm a Russian shill as well. I'm not. I just always look at the mainstream media as the evil one. It's not the people, it's not the country. My biggest enemy, and you know, I'm not even big enemy. Well, a lot of people hate me online, I get it, but I'm not even hating people that hate me, like YouTubers online. I don't. My biggest enemy is mainstream media, because they are the ones lying to us constantly, and they are the ones trying to divide us, and they are the ones trying to silence positive voices, negative voices. They want to focus on a narrative, and they want to control us. So that is my enemy. So please understand that. I want you guys to understand that. Okay, that's it. I criticized China. I explained to you my China is. I mean, when I came to China, right? In the beginning, I really didn't like the place. It was new. It was weird to get the system. You know, I really didn't like living in China. I was exactly the opposite. They say when you come to China, you have this honeymoon phase, and then later it wears off and you want to leave China. Mine was completely different. I came to China and I didn't like it. I wanted to leave. And then I started to learn more and open more up towards these people. The people opened up more towards me, and I feel China started to help me become a better person. And then I started to love China. So maybe I was just different than many other people by starting off not liking the country and ended up loving the country. You know what I mean? Rain is falling now. Let me just go in here. So yeah, my life was a little bit different, my friends. Or my experience with China. My China is different than other people. So what I want to say, I just told you guys I do have a political channel. It's like a talk show. It's going to be like a podcast type thing. My original plan was like a comedy type thing where we laugh at mainstream media in good spirit, and laugh at politicians and talk about issues and talk about stuff. You know, I like it when you guys like talk in the comment section. I love that interaction. That was the plan. Well, it's still the plan actually. Now, I'm going to continue with that channel. This channel, I've decided, my friends, that I'm 100% going to stay away from politics or anything as such. I'm going to do 100% daily live videos. I've been saying this a lot, but I'm really going to do it now. I'm literally going to film me and my family's life in China. And the way my China works, how I see China, like when we go eat somewhere and I like the food, I will show you guys this. I don't care what people say anymore. I will really show you guys now my life in China. And I just want to add something else here. I always tell you guys I want to be that first expat to live here forever, and that's still my goal. I really want to live in China forever. And so, by the way, it's not that I can't leave China, which people already started to make stories up. I'm going back to South Africa in September, take my kids back for the first time to go see my family in September. I can go live in many countries. I mean, Georgia is there. I can even go to America if I really want to. Seriously, I can go stay in other countries. I just feel, why must I take my wife away from her country? You know, I was taken away from my parents at a young age. So I know how it feels to live without your loved ones, you know what I mean? And that is why I stay in China. That is why I keep us here, because for me it's important that you enjoy that gift to still have your family in your life, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope you guys, if you still have a mother and a father, you need to be so thankful for it, because never in my life ever again will I say mum or dad on a telephone. on my birthday, Christmas, whatever. Never again. I haven't said that since I've been since 14 years old. I miss that every day of my life. I do, and that is why I don't take my wife away from this country. And again, I fell in love with this country. It's cool for me. I am like a kid in a chocolate factory every day in China. Still, everything I find interesting. Again, when I came here, I didn't like the country, and then I fell in love with it. You know, and I have a positive mindset, and I'm not gonna let people crush me for it. I like to look at things positive. If this freaking building is burning down, I will find a way to see something positive in it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but it's just exhausting doing what I do here on YouTube. And I've decided no politics on this channel anymore. I can't take this crap anymore. Or negativity. It's going to be only me and my family's life, literally, on this channel. I have a channel for politics and like a talk show thing. That's what I'm going to continue to do. But I hope you understand me a little bit better, and I just had to get this off my chest. And stay strong, people in Shanghai. You know what I mean? I believe you guys will be fine. There is a reason this is happening. I'm sure this will be settled. And yeah, so that is all I have to say from inside this China, beautiful China, my China, how I see it. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please leave your comment. Tell me what you think. This was a video just explaining to you guys, just get some stuff off my chest. But we will get into nice videos because the lockdown has been lifted here in Qingdao. Hello. Take there, beautiful family there. You see, I live amongst normal Chinese people, so I love it. I just love it. Anyway, we're gonna upload nice videos for you guys on this channel, so thank you all for watching. I love you all. Subscribe, because YouTube is taking away my subscribers, and people mass reported videos on my channel about the Xinjiang trip. So YouTube, don't push my videos, just keep watching till the end. And thank you all. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.